Back at it again. Ooh. Alright, so we were attacked by that weird... So that's something, actually, that I didn't mention when we fought that monster. Is there a picture in the monster book? The Outbreaker. It's like, what enemy was this? You know, like, apparently it's in the magic type of enemies, but, like, what was this? I feel like it's never explained what this actually is, and I guess you don't have to, it's just a game, right? Who cares, but... What, It's something that has always sort of, for me, felt kind of strange in this game. It's like, out of left field, this monster just appears at the edge of the desert. And I guess maybe it has something to do with where we are now, maybe? But then that doesn't sort of explain why that dragon that we saw in the Wizened of Kados at the Aircrane, why they were still able to show up, if this Outbreaker had something to do with why we're in this new location. Which I'm not going to spoil, because we're going to find out where we are in a second, but... yeah. Strange. Found some rare items there. There's something written here, Cecile and Frings. Being so soon, blah blah blah. In Septentriones. Huh.
Good morning.
Don't you want a morning kiss?
He still pats her on the head.
Oh, Yuri, are you feeling better now?
Yeah. How about you guys? Are you alright?
Yes, it would seem that way.
We all collapsed in the desert, right? So what are we doing in this town?
Seems like someone came to our aid.
Though we're not sure who.
I wonder what kind of praiseworthy fellow could cross such a toasty desert and save so many people.
We need to find whoever it was and thank them.
What about the couple who was with us?
They appear to have been brought here as well.
So they didn't get a look at our rescuers either?
Apparently they lost consciousness like the rest of us. I believe the two of them are having a look around town.
I wonder, was it just a mirage?
What do you mean?
Oh, just before I blacked out, I saw that dragon that got the air under control back at Kados.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you see it, Estelle?
No, I didn't see anything.
And that monster must have saved us or something.
A monster saved us? I can't believe that.
Was it just a mirage then? So what's the story? Where exactly are we?
A kindly gentleman is looking into that very matter for us.
Kindly gentle... Oh, you mean the old man?
There's no barrier here. This town is weird.
I thought the mountains in the east were supposed to be uninhabited.
Rita, Carol, over here.
What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
I didn't see any feathers on that thing.
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
But why would that monster have one of Pharaoh's feathers?
Man, there's so much we don't know.
Was it a
Welcome
test?
back.
I guess I never thought about it like that. Was Pharaoh testing them?
And just why was it up to me to go tromping off on a recon mission?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too unsafe.
Unsafe? You can't possibly mean me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking I'm dangerous. Adds to my mysterious charm. It seems we're in Jormungand. You know, that town from the diary on the ghost ship.
Wait, this is Jormungand?
The town that needed the clear seal crystal to protect itself from monsters?
It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here.
That must be why they were searching for a way to drive away the monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were getting by at all without a barrier.
You're right.
Aye!
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals and ask them?
Yes, we might learn something about Pharaoh that way as well.
I agree.
So we're in Jormungand, a town that supposedly existed 1,000 years ago.
What was the deal with that weird monster we ran into in the sands of Kogor?
Just the thought of it still sends chills down my spine.
Was that thing even alive?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't anything like other creatures that make their home in the desert.
Huh. Another astute observation from Captain Carroll.
Whatever it was, I hope we never see it again.
Me too.
And no one in our party had heard of a town called Jormungand present. So... as you can see, there is no World Seller Guild. It's just a Synthesis Informer, and there's no Merchants Fortunes Market. It's just the general store of Polarith. Buy some lenses here. Buy some meats, some vegetables. Surprised I didn't get any Desi or Iron Sand. What kind of enemy did I have to fight to get one of those? Definitely want this limit trio here. It's very strange that you get the limit duo for free, I guess, as part of the story, like when you team up with Judy for the first time in the Tower of Gosfrost. But the limit trio is just hidden in the synthesis shop. So this is a really important item. And Arts Sphere. Huh. That's interesting. I think this was added into the definitive version. Huh. It doesn't look like I can make anything else there. Oh, did I have a spare stinger? I guess we can equip that then. That instead. Get the happiness skills. Alright, we definitely need new knives for Patty. Fighting and critical card. Let's do Rapide's weapon 2. Did we master Akimikazuchi? Oi! We did. Let's buy that. What do we want? I was gone too long. I missed the switchover. You didn't miss too much. There's only been about 10 minutes. It's only been about 10 minutes you switched over. Basically, I just went out and they're like, where are we? And it turns out we are in Jormungand, the town we heard about on the ghost ship. That ghost ship was floating on the open sea for over 1,000 years, for about 1,000 years. So it turns out we were in a town that existed 1,000 years ago, but no one in our party, in the present, had heard of it before. Even Judy, who lived in these mountains, basically. So let's see. I kind of want to learn the bark skill. So let's learn bark. We would be able to make this if we had another Kurama. Let's make one. We could get a Kotaro. We could do Kotaro 2 Beta. We do this. What about the... Definitely... Did we learn Hagane +1 already? Yes, we did. But we can try and make that. Hagane. I don't think we can make another one because we don't have one. Let's do... We should probably do this one for the life healer skill. Let's try and get Raven here. These are both using the strike bow. Did I master strike bow with him? Yes, we did. It has long range and heavy energy. Okay, so both of these are different. I feel like this is probably going to be the better one to grab. There we go. lots of options. It's giving you the squirrely eyes. Yeah, that's why you want to either, either do multiple playthroughs, because I don't think you can make every single weapon that can be upgraded in a branching path. You would do either like a new game plus to like get every item, or if you can get a lot of the weapons like going back to old towns and just buying the previous weapons there, but not every shop sells the same base weapon. And I feel like a lot of the weapons can't be bought in the first place, so... something I've never collected all of the skills and weapons in the game, so... What is Rapid Shot? I haven't used Rapid Shot yet, so we can't get rid of that. We can't upgrade Rapid Shot just yet. What about Snipe Zyphos? We master Snipe Zypho. Yes, we did. You can tell if a skill has been mastered on a character's skill screen if there are no bars. Like you can see on his current weapon, the Strike Hornbow, on his skill slots over there. You can see that Heavy Arrow and TP Condition haven't been mastered yet because they have like the skill mastery meter. Long Range has been mastered, so you don't need to worry about that. But this weapon and like Rapid Shot, I haven't learned any of the skills yet, so we don't want to get rid of, we don't want to upgrade Rapid Shot until we've mastered all of the skills on it, because the upgrades to Rapid Shot have different skills. I think it has BA Force, which is fine, but it doesn't have Light Force and Recovering Guard. So those are like the only ways for Raven to learn these skills. We want to master this weapon first, and then we'll upgrade it later. So yeah, that's how the skill system works in regards to synthesis. Synthesizing new weapons, because these are the best ways to get new skills. In the shop screen, unfortunately, it's the way you can see if a character has mastered a skill is if their portrait is next to the skill name. So like on the Chain Whip, you can see we've mastered the Chain Whip with Rita. She's mastered all 3 of those skills. Chain Whip +1 has a different skill, so we do want to upgrade that. High Power Yo-Yo, though, I don't know if we've mastered that for sure. It looks like we have, because she's mastered Life Healer, but I'm not 100% sure. This is just a new weapon. I should grab this, actually. Magic Combo. I don't even know if that's... Was this one in the original game? I'm not sure. So let's check High-Powered Yo-Yo real quick. Oh, I have two yo-yos. Also, we did master them, so we can synthesize that. How did I get 2 yo-yos? Huh. And I'm out of money. So see, like we can see the glowing ribbon has 2 skills, Magic Combo and BA Force, but both paths have 2 different skills each. So not only do I want to, I need to master Glowing Ribbon or keep a spare Glowing Ribbon, as well as upgrading it 2 different ways. So yeah, it's a good way to keep money in the game. The game's economy. Like, look, there's still all these skills that I need to learn. I only got through half of my party. I started at the bottom of the list because last time I did this, I started at the top, and I didn't even get down to the axes and bows and stuff. So it's like, you need a lot of money. But yeah, so we're in Jormungand now. We can't leave. Our village chief is a great man, but the sage is even greater. The sage will drive out any monster that may attack us. they commented how this town it's weird that they have no Blastia here. There's no barrier Blastia. But that was the whole purpose of the ghost ship. That ghost ship was on a mission to get the box, the clear CL crystal, because supposedly it would act as a barrier for this town, which has no barrier. Also, the couple that we rescued, they were also taken here with us. So here they are. They're sort of fish out of water here.
So after all we went through to cross the desert, we can't meet Pharaoh.
And after you've all risked your lives to help me.
Maybe it's better that we didn't find him after all.
Yeah, if we had to fight him now, we probably wouldn't make it out.
Think about it though, Pharaoh can fly. He's free to be pretty much anywhere at any time. Tracking him down will be a tall order unless he's got a lair somewhere in the area.
No one's saying that meeting him will be impossible.
We might get some information if we ask around in the town.
You're right. Thank you, both of you.
Yeah, Tails music's good. I feel like the music for this game is like not like it's not like my favorite game soundtrack ever, but there's not like a bad song in here that I don't like. Except the comedy music, the joke music. I think the joke music is bad, so I love it, but it's really bad. It's like the circus music. I actually have the soundtrack for this game on CD. I bought it in the last Japan trip. I happened to find a copy of it. It's like 2 discs.
Jorgen and Mantic are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Yo, what's up, DJ? You're just in time to hang out for the Vesperia portion of the stream. I just started it. All right. You're a stranger. Stranger danger. Stranger. I can't talk to strangers. Stranger danger. All right. There's a cat. Meow. The door is tightly shut. It cannot be opened. When the pro tag is sus. Yeah. Stranger danger. I actually am not quite sure what they want me to do right now. I'm supposed to see the sage, but that's where the sage is supposed to be, I think. Welcome, travelers, blah, 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 blah. Like, I talked to that woman, right? Who's this guy? Something terrible crisis. We have no barrier. I talked to her, right? No, I didn't talk to her. I'm an idiot.
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
Launchy had it. Where did you get it?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady. Have you heard of it?
Of course. You know about the Atherum, too?
Yes. We happen to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love. I'm sorry to suddenly get so personal.
It's Wendy
your
Lee.
love. Damn it. Hey, Carol. Your turn.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself. Oh, I see.
So, yeah, Haruhi. It's Wendy Lee. She also voices Nan, I think. I'll never not be able to hear her voice. So Lan Chi was the captain of the ship, and like I said, it was a ghost ship, and it was his skeleton holding on to this box.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Yuafan.
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum.
Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Do you know about the clear CL crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters.
The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that what's in the box?
Yes, we came to deliver this box to you.
I see.
Hey, is that the key?
Could I have the box? Wow, is this the clear CL crystal?
Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery. A treasure even more beautiful than sea sparkles blooming on the surface of the ocean.
So who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert. A Critian?
Why are you looking at Judy?
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a
It's like
blastia.
whenever a Christian gets mentioned, like, oh, we gotta look at Judy, because she's also a Christian, I guess. Racist!
Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmett Hill in Cair Bakram, but I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier, so Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since he left.
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Wait, this sounds weird.
Yeah, the stories don't match up.
You'd think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
How old is she anyway?
The same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
They say that history repeats itself, but who really knows?
Is that sage in this town? Where does he live?
Oh, yes, he lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Yes, maybe so.
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL crystal to the sage for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go. I had no idea there were villages in the middle of the sands of Kagor.
I'm impressed they've managed to live here without a barrier to protect them.
They don't even have outer walls. Any monster could destroy this village easy. I don't feel like I could really get a good night's sleep in a place like this.
I do wonder how they handle the danger of wild monsters.
I guess everyone in town is just really strong.
Could you be any more stupid?
Time travel is normal for Tails.
Excuse me.
It's Duke!
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
Who exactly?
We've run into each other a couple times.
You? How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you...
So, Duke knows.
No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you? You're free to go pretending you're a sage. But forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Yeah, Raven's been looking for Apatheia this whole time.
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock.
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The Apathea bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
I mean, they're solid. It's solid air. We just made it unsolid. Made it gas. The air is a gas, right? So.
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the Apathea, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Entelekea despise.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. Like in the legend. By Entelekea, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelekea have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
Maybe it has something to do, Estelle, maybe it has something to do with the fact that you can use arts without a Blastia.
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelekea themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But...
Estelle, give it a rest.
Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruinsgate talked about the Entelekea earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Crene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
I like how Rita, you can see Rita seething over there. She's vibrating intensely.
Where do you get off?
Rita.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the Child of the Full Moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apathea, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in Apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, 1 day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
Right. See you then.
You know, Carol wanted to make a comment about Rita thanking us, but Yuri's like, no, just we're gonna let it go. We're just gonna let it go.
I have nothing left to say to you.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up my magic.
You think the Apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was Apatheia nearby? And the air crane and Cave Mock too?
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia has been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little, and a large distortion just happened to appear then.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is. Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
Want to make sure we talk to Patty before we talk to everyone else too. I just wanted to get Rita out of the way since she's the closest there. Gotta talk to Patty.
Would you like a skewer?
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out? It's my grandfather's secret recipe.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
I know everything there is to know about Eifried. I traveled all over researching about him after all. That's how I figured out Eifried was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Eifried told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not, but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying gets you nowhere, was it? But even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Oh yeah? But your info broker turned his back on you too.
It's nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow is another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
This is good.
Didn't I tell ya?
How'd you like another skewer? Let's just stay here and eat skewers for all time. Patty's cool. I feel like I've said it many times already, but as a reminder again, Patty was not in the original game.
We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all.
Yeah, our first job as a guild was an egregious failure. What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best. But would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle?
I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is, isn't it? No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange.
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dawngrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dawngrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city.
Brave Vesperia's own city. Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Palestrali's city, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a guild city than Dawngrest even.
Yeah, and Bellius rules the city too. Nordopolica, leader of a city, Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Bellius is.
You don't really know the place you grew up? I don't really remember my childhood home. But this where I am right now is basically where I've lived since I was 6 or 7-ish. Maybe even a little younger than that, but early my baby
Hey, old man.
years.
You feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case, we collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey!
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Antilocheia.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the Child of the Full Moon, or the Antilocheia, or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Yuri,
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
that's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life, and I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really?
Then I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And did they really say anything's a child? I mean, crucial time.
You're always out walking around, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah,
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
No, must be your imagination.
They've been meeting a lot like that. I think that's everyone, right? I think I'm missing it. Right? I think I just have to stay at the inn and that's it. The classic JRPG plot progression device. Yeah, we could have been wandering around this town for hours. Because we're actually just supposed to sleep at the inn.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
For required progression, there's not a way to make all of this. So for required progression, that actually happened earlier in the game, actually. I had 118 gold, or gald, excuse me. I had 118 bucks, and the inn cost 400, but it was a required story progression. So I did it, and it accepted it, and it just took all my gold and dropped me to 0. So I assume that's what would happen here, because this is required, a required story progression. For a side quest, I know Emily was here, you saw that yesterday, where it's like, nope, you don't have enough gold to stay, but...
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Wizened of Kados, but I am curious about the Entelikeia too.
Like how it was perfectly quiet and then suddenly birds.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Bellius?
Yeah. Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends? Well,
It's Nordopolica for me, too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Antilocheia hate the child of the full moon, which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Antilocheia, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Bellius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Didn't Bellius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Once again, everyone's...
Can a clear CL crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
Ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Once again, everyone's just finding excuses to stick together. Alright. So, now we have the choice since we've finished the desert area. I do like this about the game. We can stay on the field, i.e. we can stay on the overworld, or we can go back and we can do what we did the first time we went through the desert and literally walk through the desert. But I'm just gonna stay on the field, and we'll just stay on the overworld and just walk past all the monsters. No big deal. Not a problem. We're gonna ignore this very obvious looking nest area.
Wow, the days just fly by.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Oh, I've just been thinking about how strong we've grown without even realizing it.
That's because we have terrible luck.
What does getting stronger have to do with having bad luck?
We keep running into one mess after another. The Empire, the guilds, everybody hates us. So all this bad luck made us fight, and so we got stronger.
Is that really luck?
It's all right, Carol. As we travel, the winds of luck are little by little turning in our favor.
Exactly. Luck just flies by too, like the wind.
Yuri, you're kind of missing the point.
And just like that, we're back in Mantake. Yeah, Yuri is great. Everyone in this game is great.
We're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted. Kumor!
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Indeed. We need to be cautious here and see what's going on.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury. Please, don't make us go! Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is, just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh.
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that. But I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient.
Where did Judy get a wrench?
You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
Whatever.
What's he doing?
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Kumor, everyone is aboard.
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Kumor, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place. Now be gone with you.
Carol.
Don't worry. That young man is very capable.
I mean, I know. Yeah, you can tell from the reverb of the way it was the way it was recorded or whatever filter they put on it. It's a little weird. Like he's just supposed to be a little bit farther away, not like in a room. Or yeah. Like there's something in there. because he's not right next to them, you know, so there is supposed to be space, like, in between. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
What's going on?
Oh.
Who was it that readied this coach?
The other guy sounded clear.
Fix the blasted coach! I will find out who's responsible for this.
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it.
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey after all.
Yeah, Captain Carroll would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while. Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumore.
So there's I missed something. Yeah, here we go. I missed this last time. Oh, you found me. It's the Wonder Reporter. While you sleep, I've been sneaking in and updating your Wonder log. Oh no, you know my precious secret, and yet you're the first person I've ever told. It's all right. Just let this stay our little secret, and I'll keep sneaking up to your bedside and working my magic. Oh no, I think I just violated the reporter's code of confidentiality. Goodbye. I'm scared. So the Wonder log is the synopsis of the game. So basically, it's like, why is that even in the game? So apparently there's someone who we never see. They don't have a model, and they just sneak up into our room every night and update our journal for us. That explains why our journal fills itself out. Like, this is the summary of the game so far. It's 82 chapters right now. Pretty good. Hey kid, how's it going? Oh, it's you! Yay! Thank you for saving our mommy and daddy. Aw, shucks kids, 'tweren't nothing. What are you getting all bashful for, old man? After all, we even got a reward for helping them. Oh, what's the matter? Hey, it's you. Thanks so much for your help back there. Thanks to you, our children have someone to take care of them again. No, really, we hardly did anything. We almost died in the desert, but, you know... No, it's thanks to all of the precious water you shared with us that we're here today. Yes, exactly. I doubt this is really enough to thank you for all you've done, but here, we've got an hourglass. It's the least we could do. Here you go. Huh? This is important to you, right? You can have it back. But don't worry, your mom and dad already gave us something to thank us for helping them. We couldn't take your reward too. That would be greedy. Okay. See you later, okay? Handed over the glass marble. So that was the item that the little kids gave us to help find their parents.
I'm so hungry.
I'm dying here.
Already? The girls look like they're doing fine.
Was that Estelle? Listen, her stomach's rumbling too.
I can wait, though it's been a little difficult.
That sounded like it came from Rita.
Judy, you too? Are you trying to see who can hold out the longest?
Perhaps a diet is a little bit like a competition in holding out.
A diet? What do you need a diet for? Especially you, Rita. Lose any more weight and you'll...
I'm just waiting until I finish reading this book, okay?
Oh, you've returned safe from... Welcome back.
Looks like they've still got guards watching him.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
That Cumore punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
I don't know, but at this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
And once the adults are gone, it might be the children's turn next.
No, that can't happen. If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
We caught Cumore in Helior doing bad shit. Basically, working with Leviathan's Claw to basically make citizens indentured servants. And I mean, that's kind of what he's doing here. He's sending people out into the desert to die, basically.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
In fact, Cumore actually sicked Leviathan's Claw on Estelle and said, it'd probably be better for me if you were dead.
So should we help the townspeople, or should we help ourselves?
So Estelle saying, well, if I try and pull my princess card, and it's like, no, that didn't work last time.
Rita.
Don't you want to know what the Entelikeia is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Cumore out of your mind for the time being.
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Belius for now. Even if we captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes.
That's an important line right there. We wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes.
If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
If only Flynn were here.
Flynn? But where is he?
I wish I knew.
Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me, too, to imagine that jerk snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now, but...
Rita.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
The only cure for stupidity is death. I guess I'll have to play by my own rules.
Rigay already told us they found Rigaud's body. I mentioned yesterday that Yuri killed Rigaud, vigilante style, in a cutscene. Rigaud was the prior magistrate of Nor Harbor, who, among other things, among things such horrors as feeding people to monsters, and taxing the citizens blind, he lied about all that and got away. He got away with murder, basically, by using his political influence. And he did it a second time, and then Yuri just was fed up and killed him. He had a talk with Flynn before he went and did it. This was right when Flynn became a captain, his promotion, and he's just like, well, Flynn, how would you go about punishing punishing those who the law can't, you know? And Flynn was just like, I just don't know. You know, Flynn is working on the inside. He is a knight who came from the lower quarter with Yuri, but he stuck to the knights to try and change, you know, to change the empire from the inside. But the government can't punish, you know, the government isn't going to punish itself, right? So
Cumore.
No! Yuri, it's you! What are you doing here? Someone come quick! You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge. No! How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me? Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
There's only one thing I want from you.
And what might that? No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumore, the captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant! I beg you, spare my life!
I never noticed the rope that's just right next to Yuri. Oh, but he did.
Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion.
So this was what I always thought was a little weird, that it's a really, really convenient timing that Flynn arrived at this exact moment, and I don't know what to feel about it, I guess. On the one hand, it's like convenient writing, and then on the other hand, it's like, wow, if Yuri hadn't done anything, he probably wouldn't have had to murder a second person in cold blood.
I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be waiting. Down at the lake.
It is anime, yeah. It's anime. We're anime here. You see the anime tag on Twitch, on my Twitch stream right now. We've got the Flynn Brigade in blue. The boys in blue.
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
Yes, it's a great relief to know that people here can live freely again.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
That was amazing timing!
She said Flynn came.
but Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere else.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Oh, yeah.
Yuri? Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
Shut up. Huh? The old man's asleep already?
That was quick. Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
I don't think there's anything right here.
Why don't you have a seat?
You said we needed to talk?
Tell me, why did you kill Cumore? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on the crimes of others. He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rigaud? Give me a break.
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of law. If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first. It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
But you can't deny that lives were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people, sorry you had to die today, I promise we'll change things soon.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're out there, you know. People so bad they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right. Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world? That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Sorry, just I kind of want to clip that. Murder is a crime. This is a serious scene. Sorry.
Intend to? I already have.
That's a Troy Baker. That's a Troy Baker line reading right there. Intend to? I already have. He is already, like I said, Cumore is not the first person he's murdered. And he's definitely not being casual about it either. He was pretty shook up after he killed Rigaud. Just because he's never...
You lose!
He's never killed someone. He's never killed someone before that.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Like, this is a really good scene. I'm sorry I ruined it.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choices. As a knight, I cannot overlook your crimes.
Captain, I finally found you!
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been completed. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica quickly. Captain!
Understood.
Sir!
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal,
wait! Repeat! Yuri.
Uh-oh. Now Estelle knows that Yuri's a murderer.
So, you heard it all?
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the castle.
I'm not going back.
Hey.
It's true the things you've done are against the law, but I'm confused. It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
You never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will have done something to deserve it.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No. I'm gonna continue on this journey with you. It's what I want. Traveling with you, I know I'll find the right path for myself, too. So what I'm thinking is... here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, I haven't sawed logs like that for a good long while.
Yeah, it's called oversleeping.
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep out of your eyes.
Hey, old man, your eyes are all droopy.
What? That's not good.
Jeez. Huh? There are fewer nights than before.
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling by night.
Was there some emergency they had to deal with?
They wanted to eat some fish, so they went back to Nordopolica.
That's not true, Patty.
Oh, come on, Patty. They're not like you.
Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Colosseum.
I'll bet Paul Estrale requested the help of the knights.
We'll have to wait and see. Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a barricade.
Barricade? What could that mean?
Are they out to arrest Bellius for what happened in the Great War?
I can't imagine that Paul Estrale would be outmaneuvered that easily by the knights.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about heading back to Nordopolica for now.
But the new moon's almost here. If we miss this chance, who knows when we might meet Bellius again?
If I can't go to Nordopolica, I can't get on a ship. If I don't get on a ship, I won't be able to find the Maristella or recover my memory.
That's all well and good. I'm just not in a hurry to get tangled up with that armor-wearing bunch.
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always. No use panicking about it.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane and Kados.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, let's head out.
Things are bound to improve here in Mantake, now that Flynn's liberated the town.
They did allow the ringleader to escape, though.
Cumore? Flynn'll catch him in no time, right, Yuri?
Oh yeah, sure he will.
Is something wrong? He looked troubled.
Estelle's not her usual perky self either.
That's not true. I'm as happy as you all are that Mantake's been freed.
If you say so.
Hard to cover up the weight of a murder. Not that I would know. I've never murdered anyone. Hey, Carol. What's up, Yuri? We finished Estelle's request. Shouldn't Brave Vesperia start looking for other jobs? Yeah, you're right. I wonder what we should do. We could get a job in Dongrest if we were members of the Union. Hey, kid, didn't you know? The Union will throw you work even if you don't join them. They take a cut, but... Really? Really? But it'll take us some time to return to Dongrest from here. If we can find a Union's outpost staff around, we might be able to get a job. Then why not look for them? Judith, you coming? Wolf. But what should we do about Pharaoh? If this is something we need to do as a guild, I don't mind. Thank you, Estelle. Okay, let's go. Great. Couple things to do. Yes, DJ, that is going to come up. Hey there, Raven. Your friend there, that's the little guild hopper, right? The name's Carol. I'm a member of a guild called Brave Vesperia now. Oh, Brave Vesperia, huh? So what does your guild have, what business does your guild have with us? Is this the Union Outpost? Yeah, looking for a job? Well, let's see. This is about all I've got at the moment. I request transportation for my goods. What's this supposed to mean? There's no detailed information here. Well, it is the Union. They're probably all going to get pretty standard jobs. Should be just about right for one of your first jobs. It pays 420 gold. You're unaffiliated. There's a 30% finder's fee. It's a 3,000. What do you want it? Yeah, okay. All right, we're taking the job. Now go talk to your client, blah, blah, blah. They're over here. Oh, Flynn part 2.
Your friend is quite talented, considering the ease with which he saved Mantake.
Who, Flynn? That was nothing for him.
You know him really well, don't you, Yuri?
Well, we've hung around together since we were kids.
You don't hang around together much anymore, though.
Yuri?
And this is why the game is just Code Geass. Are you Mr. Saren? I'm you, Saren. You're from the Union. We're a guild. Don't worry, we can handle it. Delivery, book to a friend, important book, many memories. We'll be sure to take care of it. Please don't lose it. I'll have you pay compensation. Don't worry. Who's his friend? His name is Nobis Celestial. He's currently traveling, so I don't know where he is. He's probably in one of the cities on Tolbikia or Desier. Please take this crest. Carry this with you. He should recognize it and call out to you himself. Blah, blah, blah. We accept this request in the name of the brightest star in the sky. Brave Vesperia. What was that? It's an oath for taking a new job. It's proof that you accept the client's request. Alright. Aggressive bark. Repeat with the aggressive bark. Is there a treasure chest back here? No, it's just a cow. Just a cow. Who are you? Ding dong, I'm Cows. You can call me KZ for short. Nice to meet you. It's the year of the cow this year, right? KZ, don't you think Cows is plenty short enough? No need to be so sassy, Laddie McChesterson. I like the cut of your jib, KZ. KZ live tune. I'm surrounded by idiots. What's the point of having big boobs anyway? They just get in the way. I guess. So what are you doing in a place like this, anyway? Good question. I guess you could say I'm helping out with some chores. Oh, that's so nice of you to help your mother with the chores. My mother? You crazy? Who said anything about that? I'm helping out the Antlion Man. Is Antlion Man the name of a friend of yours or something? Yepperoo, something like that. Bouncy. Anyway, could you let me borrow an apple gel? If you do, I'll show you what I mean. Sure, why not? It's just cows. Catch. Thanky danky. I guess that was the Antlion Man. What the heck was that? It was the Antlion Man. You can call him A to the L for short. I'm at a loss. So he took that apple gel, huh? I think so. I was too flabbergasted by all this weirdness to really notice. Yo, give that apple gel back, you. Give it back? Don't be so heartless, Flatty. You'll just have to take this instead. Here. Got milk. Fresh squeezed from the udders of yours truly. Moo-hoo-hoo. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I'm gonna kill you dead, baby, yeah, so dead. What the fuck? What is this? What?
Now you must die!
That was pretty good. Alright. If only we could kill cows. That'd be pretty cool. I'm glad we have this voice clip and video functionality now, the stream. That was exactly what I was expecting.
Good day.
Ah, are you going to the Wizened of Cardos?
Yes, we are. Why do you ask?
The Imperial Knights have sealed off passage through Cardos. It's not just here. They've set up blockades at all of the routes through the mountains.
Blockades? Why would they?
I don't know all the details, but I heard that it has something to do with some danger in Nordopolica.
What should we do? We need to get to Nordopolica before the new moon.
I wish I could help, but they wouldn't even let me through, and I have a travel permit.
Are you a member of the Fortunes Market?
Yes.
How'd you get your permit?
The Empire issues travel permits to Fortune's Market so that its members can travel wherever they want. At least, that's how it's supposed to be.
Right. But the Imperial Knights wouldn't let me go any further. I'm going back to Mantake, since there's no way to get around them.
Should we go back to Mantake and chill out too?
What are we gonna do?
Do you think Flynn ordered the blockades?
I couldn't say. Either way, we can't afford to be stuck here for much longer.
Yes, it'll be a lot of trouble if we miss the new moon.
But I don't think they'd let us through, even if we asked nicely.
Well, to be honest, we can go take a look and think about how to get in. The hard part will only come once we've gotten inside.
What do you mean, once we've gotten inside?
They set up blockades to make it hard to get out of the mountains. Getting inside shouldn't be nearly as tough. I think that much is safe to assume.
Well then, should we go back to Mantake to do some final preparations?
No, we're fine. Let's go like we are.
We should be, yeah, we should be okay.